Good morning and welcome back.
Good morning.
I should probably greet you in the traditional way of saying, welcome back to Aotearoa, land of the long white cloud, there where we are still free, land where we've got power 24/7, the land of the facts. Welcome back. So she was in South Africa, to those who didn't realize I was for 4 weeks alone. And she's back. She says she's back with a bang. I got one question this morning.
Yeah.
Did you what is for long
Miss.
you miss me?
I did.
So why do you bring me kangaroo balls back?
Because you asked for it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really good to be back.
But presumably it was good to see all the kids and the grandkids and everything else as well.
I had a lovely time. It was 4 weeks, but it doesn't feel that long. I remember the previous time when I was in South Africa for 6
September.
weeks.
Oh, the previous one, yeah.
The first time that I went back alone, it was really hard. I wanted to come back in 2 weeks, but this time it was better.
Somebody that says you look beautiful.
Oh,
Perhaps done you
you.
well.
I
probably can't see the grey.
Yeah.
They can't see the grey this morning. So
I was only supposed to leave on the 20th of March to go to South Africa, and then my daughter's little boy was born 5 weeks early, so I had to leave in a rush. And I didn't have time to color my hair or anything. So, yeah, you just can't see what it looks like up there.
It's good. It's actually good, guys. You can't see. So.
Yeah, and I didn't want to go to a hairdresser in South Africa because
why not?
I'm with a hairdresser like I'm with a doctor.
But you could have come back all frizzly.
Yeah.
You could have minced your hair for you there.
Yes. No, it was a good trip. Really good.
Quick question. You've been there back. You've been back September. I've been back now. Big differences between these two trips?
No, not really. Although this time I was only in Cape Town for the whole time, which makes it a lot easier.
And you guys had permanently power because you had stuff at home that made power. Okay.
My son-in-law, almost everyone in South Africa these days have inverters at their home, so they have power 24/7, which makes it a lot easier. Yeah.
So if you want to make money in South Africa, you've got to sell inverters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone has got solar, or if they don't, then they're busy getting it. And the inverters makes a huge difference. But now I've heard when I talk to Rhino, apparently if there's like a total shutdown or something with the power, then the inverters won't work.
Because, can I tell you why?
It's a battery.
It's a battery.
Yeah.
The battery needs to be charged for a period of time, continuously, before it can work again. So
that's the next hurdle they have to overcome.
Yeah. So the next thing will be to buy a generator.
Yes.
But you got to buy petrol. And if you can't get to the power station or the filling station,
it's a never-ending story.
Yeah. So.
Donkey.
So, quick question this morning. If anybody got questions regarding South Africa for her, please feel free to. I'll throw it her way. There's no issues on that. Between your trip last year and this year, has anything else stood out to you that's gone backwards or has improved?
No, it's too close to September.
Okay. So you said food prices?
I realized that the food prices in New Zealand really went up a lot more than we actually know, because when we were in South Africa in September, the food prices compared to New Zealand food prices were actually quite on par.
Okay.
And it's not.
And hasn't it increased?
It increased.
You just got to greet Sean, please.
Hello, Sean.
No, you got to say, where's Sean?
The food prices increased in New Zealand. Yeah.
There was a discussion around the braai or the barbecue for the Kiwis, but on the barbecue fire last night as well, regarding food prices and the way that it has gone. It's basically gone south for about 15% more in New Zealand.
Yeah, the food prices in New Zealand.
Yeah, in New Zealand.
New Zealand is much higher at the moment. Not that much, but it is. It is definitely not on par with South African prices anymore. The food prices are really high. I think New Zealand is becoming really expensive
It is.
to live in.
It is.
Although then I spoke to someone in South Africa, a guy that actually lives in Australia, but he works for Anglo-American in South Africa. And he also said, and I've got the same, I feel the same. I don't know how the ordinary person in South Africa can survive with the salaries that they get and the cost of average life.
What else was shocking to you price-wise?
I've heard that they just had an increase. What do you call it? What's it? That when a man
taxes. I don't know. You've been there. She's told off.
What's
interest rates?
Interest rates went up again. So
our interest rates went up last night as well by 0.5% or 50 basis points.
So I know that the house prices there is also, we were discussing it. I don't know, you have to earn more than 50,000 Rand a month to just be able to make a living in not even a huge big house or something. So yes. Yeah.
And the one thing is, the good thing is some people are earning that.
Yes, I think
the bad thing
most
is
people
a lot of people aren't earning that.
Yeah, I think most people are at the moment.
Let's put this one up. How is the morale or the attitude of the South Africans now? Are they hopeful for change? Are a lot more people making the decision to leave South Africa?
A lot of the young people are still wanting to leave. Even people my age are wanting to leave. But then some of my friends that's older now, they know that there's no way that they can leave. So they're making the best of it. And they are positive. Not like that they think anything is going to change. But I think they are just positive in the way that they're adapting to life in South Africa.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So,
Dankie.
To Marcus, good morning, Marcus. Yeah, the sad thing about South Africa and the current situation they are in, there's not a lot of people that can leave. No. There's probably a lot of people that want to leave, but there's not a lot of people that can leave. And the way that immigration in New Zealand has gone and the different categories that they've made now, it's even becoming more difficult to leave there.
I must say, I think when I spoke to people on the airplane as well, they asked me where did I live in South Africa, and then I say Cape Town, and they're all like, yeah, everyone is now leaving to go to Cape Town. So the next thing after Cape Town, obviously there's nowhere else that you can go, so then it's just going overseas. I must say that in Cape Town, I don't know, it was really nice to be there. I really enjoyed it. If I had to be in Johannesburg the whole time, I probably would have come back sooner.
But you still went to Cape Town and there was still burglar proofing and electric fences and everything else.
Everything. And it's kind of dilapidated. I don't know, it just looks
old.
Yeah.
I also saw that in September going back. The maintenance, they don't clean the pavements anymore. That's that type of things.
No.
If there's small things in any society
I won't even go
that starts dropping that off.
The malls are very good looked after, and I didn't go to the waterfront. I wanted to, but I didn't.
Okay.
And we went to Melkbos Strand, which is, it's just not the way that you remember it. The restaurants are still really good. We went to the Damhuis and it was really good. But the area around it, it's just the way that it is.
On the other channel, Marizana Lange just saying to leave costs so much money.
I know it is expensive.
It is so, but you gotta see the risk versus the reward at the end of the day.
And you know what? I told Jan this morning, we took the grandkids to a theatre to see Livaxi. It was their first time in a theatre. So that is like a restaurant theatre. We went to the Boer.
Okay.
And was really nice to go back there again. It was always one of my favorite places to go. So that was really nice. But then, it's like the mommies that came in there with their little children. There was a long table with all these mummies. I think they probably came with their four-wheel drives and I don't know whatever, because they were just like, I told Jan, they will never survive in New Zealand. Just the way that they
present themselves.
present themselves. It's just, I don't know. It's like
They think they're better than the rest
they
of the world.
definitely do.
Mm.
And I'm so glad that I don't have to be part of that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like
It's a sad affair. But
Yeah.
that was life in South Africa. I mean, I had to
I
drive a
think you
very
have to
smart
do
car
it.
just to
Yeah,
impress the
that's
clients.
the thing that everyone just wants to impress everyone, and yeah, I'm just glad that that's not what I'm living like anymore.
Yeah. What else happened in South Africa that you liked or didn't like?
The one thing that really frustrated me is the service in the shops. Oh my
They're
word!
rude.
No, they're not rude, but they are so slow, and
Okay.
it's like there's just no customer care. They don't care about you at all. They will sit and check everything that you bought. I was in the Clicks the one day. I think I bought one thing.
You don't have the self-scan thing.
I wish they had the self-scan thing,
Probably
but you
still
can't
South Africa
self-scan in
crazy if
South
they do
Africa.
that.
But I was standing in that row for I don't know how long for just that one thing that I wanted to buy. And everyone in the row was complaining about it to each other. And they were complaining hard, loud. They were saying how useless they are. They are talking to each other. There's like three people behind the tills. One is working, the other is just standing there. And while they're serving you, they talk to each other and discuss something. It's really frustrating. I was just thinking in New Zealand, they would have helped 7 people in the time that they help one person.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Plus the self-scan,
that frustrated me really. That really did. But otherwise, everyone was really friendly. I went to Blauwklippen for the Kamers market again, and it was so good. It's just the one thing, the markets in New Zealand, if you go to a farmer's market or whatever market, it's just not the same as you get
it's
in
more
South
real.
Africa. No, it's just like so small, and there's
but we're that small country, man.
But I think the more immigrants come into New Zealand, the more they will also adapt to that and maybe start something like that or grow it into what it is supposed to look like. I don't know.
Yeah. The long run,
really
this
nice.
will happen. But you said stuff was very expensive at Kamers.
Really expensive because it's so expensive we paid 80 Rand, which is not a lot if you think of it
in New Zealand dollar,
but 80 Rand just to enter. And then all the the stall holders had to contribute to putting up the tents and stuff. So everyone, my mom also said, when you buy from them directly, it's like a 50% increase selling it at the market.
Okay.
So it was really expensive.
So I had to get back.
Yeah, I didn't buy anything. It was really expensive, but it was nice to just walk around there. It was really nice.
Oh, you're a roofkyker.
Yes. I really enjoyed it.
Like a South African.
Nice.
Yeah. What was the roads like? What the taxi situation? Did you see anything like that?
I never had any encounters with any taxis or stuff.
All right, that's good.
But I must say, I don't drive the state highways. I just drive the back roads.
The N1s.
Yeah, I don't do that. So no, I didn't have any encounters with that. So
okay, so that's good. So you didn't have any road rage or stuff like that? Okay.
No, not at all.
So this morning, if you get in your car, you're going for hairdresser appointment this morning, right? You don't need to lock your doors.
No.
You can turn down your window and you can play your music real loud because you're free in this country.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, no, it was a nice experience. I really enjoyed it. And the other thing that was really nice when you go into Dis-Chem, you just ask. I asked for what was it, Allergex or something, and he's like, anything else? And I'm like, oh yes, I'm in South Africa. So I was like, yes, give me that, give me that, give me that.
Oh my goodness, that's where the money goes.
You can't do that, yeah. Yes, and then I must say. At the airport, that's always frustrating, standing in that queue to get into South Africa at the airport.
But I forgot. People doesn't probably know this. You traveled on your what passport?
On my e-passport for the first time.
Which country?
What?
Which country passport? New Zealand.
New Zealand passport. Yeah, that made it much easier to get out of New Zealand and to get in again.
Mm.
When you enter New Zealand, you just scan your passport and
You walk through.
there you go.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So that was nice. I must say, compared to the last times that we traveled, the passport, no, not the passport control. What do you call it? The border control.
The border control.
The border control was really busy in Auckland.
Okay.
Really busy. It's like everyone is. It's a good thing. Everyone is just declaring everything, which is a good thing. But the rows are. It took me an hour just to get past that.
Yep.
So just that's something that you must think about when you come. But it's good to declare everything.
And don't bring stuff, please. What happened to you?
Oh, I brought some jam.
I can't say that on live.
Which my one friend, Sophie Marie, especially made for Jan with some cookies. Makatan confit, yes. Jam, Makatan jam.
Yeah.
And the bottle broke. So when I went through the scanners, the guy said, "What is in that glass jar?" And I'm like, "I think it's jam." And when I opened it, it was broken. So he threw it away, but he was feeling really sorry for me. He even tasted the jam and he said, "Oh, it's really nice."
He was hoping it's made for something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there goes my jam. Sorry.
You can declare anything. It's better to declare anything. Even if you bring chocolates, you have to declare. You have to declare anything that you can eat. And some people don't realize that. And when they caught you out,
it's
$400 that you have to pay. Yeah. So everyone just declares everything, and they ask you when they read your entrance card, they'll say, "So what is it that you brought?" And I said it was jam, and he said no honey. Also very strict about honey. But then you just go through, scan your stuff, and that's it.
There's a question Mariska Lange asking about the potholes. Did you see a lot of potholes?
I must say the roads in Cape Town much better than the ones up north. So there are potholes, but it's not like in Johannesburg area. Yeah, no, the main roads in Cape Town very, very much very good looked after. Yeah, no problems with potholes.
Lana just saying that potholes in Cape Town isn't too bad, but when she comes from the Klerksdorp, you need to drive a bucky or SUV, otherwise you'll get damaged when your vehicle doing your normal everyday driving.
What is really bad at the moment in South Africa is when it's load shedding, the traffic lights doesn't work.
And nobody stops.
And nobody stops.
Because you stop, you get hijacked.
And we used to, when there's a zebra, what is a...
Oh yeah, zebra crossing.
What is the voetoorgang in Engels?
Pedestrian
crossing in New Zealand. You don't even have to look left or right. You can just walk. In South Africa, don't try that. They'll run you over.
In South Africa, you don't have to look left or right. You just drive over.
You know. So yes, walking in the roads is it's something different, something else.
Crazy, yeah. And your overall feeling of safety?
I was aware of my environment the whole time, so I didn't feel unsafe, but I was kind of, when you get into South Africa, you automatically get into that thing of just looking over your shoulder, just holding your handbag a little bit closer. Thank you, Vanita. But I didn't feel unsafe. At the Johannesburg airport, I feel a little bit vulnerable.
Okay.
I think it's just because it's Johannesburg.
Gauteng.
Yeah.
Gangster's paradise.
Yeah. And the airport in Johannesburg is still, oh my word, it's
just...
No, I don't like it.
Yeah. It's interesting that they neglect that place where that costs a heck of a lot of money just to arrive there.
But I must say, when you leave Johannesburg, when I left Johannesburg for Sydney, that part of the airport looks really nice.
Okay, but the arrival part still is
crap. The arrival part is but the
well, they're probably glad to let people go then.
The departure part looks better. Yeah, but it's really nice to be back. Yeah. I just wish I could bring
the grandkids as well.
Oh, it was so hard to say goodbye. I was actually thinking, I was sitting next to a grandparents coming to New Zealand to visit their family in Albany. And I said I just left mine in South Africa. And it's the same for grandparents. Even if you're in South Africa and your kids are here, or you here and your kids in South Africa, it is really hard. And the older the kids get, the harder it gets for them. Yeah.
It's tough times. But it's sad. So that's the way you got to go to survive.
Yeah, and we were walking in the one shopping center the one day with the newborn, and my mom was holding him, and two other ladies came, older ladies, and they was just like, "Oh, is this a new one?" and looking at him and whatever. And my mom said, "Yes, and this is the granny. She's from New Zealand." And the one is like, "Yes, my one kid is in Canada. The other one is in Australia, and the other one went, yes, mine is in England." So it is just so normal to have your family
it's called
split.
The diaspora of the South African.
It is really
all
sad.
over the country these days.
Yeah, it is really sad. It makes the world a little bit smaller, I must say.
But still, doesn't make it easier on people.
No, it's really hard. And the thing is, I left that little boy. He's a month old now. And when I see him again, he'll probably be walking.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
don't even want to think of it.
Let's hope we have some grandkids. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Soon in New Zealand.
Yeah, but there's no substitute for.
No, it is.
Yeah,
it is.
You want all of them.
Yeah,
you want all of them.
That's one of those things.
But
just got to work on that a bit harder.
It was good to see them.
So there's another 8 minutes. You've got to tell us a story this morning.
What else?
I don't know. What else did you? Flight's all gone well. No delays. Yes. Interesting. You didn't have any delays. You were 19 minutes late at Auckland.
And I must say, I've never lost any baggage or anything. Have you?
No, but while I was standing there and speaking to people around us at the airport, everybody knew somebody who lost all of their baggage.
I'm aware.
Yeah, that was quite
I've never, touch wood. I've always been lucky.
Oh, we had Harry the other day that arrived here that lost his baggage.
Yeah.
For about 2 weeks, and then they found it. So,
yeah. Well, flights went well. I must just say again, Mariska van Viljoen, the travel agent, she's just amazing. The way she just comes through every time. I don't have to do anything.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. And she keeps you up to date of the whole time. She even sent me the tracking of your planes. And
I was wondering that when I arrived in South Africa, I mean, it was the middle of the night in New Zealand, and she was sending me texts, and I was just like, "Don't you ever sleep? Are you always awake?"
At the same when I had to go and fetch my kids in December, at 1 o'clock the morning, she sent me a WhatsApp saying the plane has been delayed. And
yes,
I was standing at the airport, and I think, okay,
up to speed all the time.
And at 3 o'clock, she sent me another message. Have they arrived yet? Because the plane is there. So I said, no, they're not through yet.
And it's the same with me. She'll send me a message saying, have you boarded? Have you landed?
Yeah.
It's just so good.
Thank
you, Mariska. You know what's really bad? To go to South Africa
and not
see all your family because they live so far. Yeah. And this time I really just went for the grandkids. That was my main purpose of going, was for them. So I really didn't leave Cape Town.
Yeah.
I didn't go to leave Cape Town. So, but it is hard, but I spoke to my sister-in-law the one day, and she said, even though I don't see you, just knowing that you're in the same country as me, you just feel a little bit closer.
No, man, we're still in the same world as them all. So, So a typical woman, the first thing she did is making a hair appointment out of South Africa for today already. So
yeah. That's the other thing. I went for, because I had to do my nails, because my appointment for my nails was yesterday or something, and I wasn't here yet. So I had to postpone that, and I went in South Africa. I went for my nails, I went for my eyebrow and my lip wax, and all of that, $30. But I didn't want to take a chance with my hair. I'd rather just stick to it and be safe. Yeah.
No, it's a fact. You normally get used to the people that does your cutting and so forth. So
that kind of stuff is really cheap in South Africa. Cheap when you come from New Zealand. I don't really know anymore what South Africans think are expensive.
The other thing is, and I'm not putting this badly out there. You got to realize something. The pay that the person that does a massage for you in New Zealand get and the pay that the person that does a massage for you in South Africa get is worlds apart. It's worlds apart. So here the people can live from that money. In South Africa they can't live from that money. And that's a big thing.
Yeah.
So
because I took my daughter for a really nice pedicure the one day, gel nails, everything. And for the two of us, it wasn't even $60 for the two of us.
It was.
And we got spoiled. It was like almost 2 hours, the pedicure. So, those kind of stuff, when you go there from New Zealand, it's really cheap.
Did you go and eat out?
We did not a lot. We went to the Spur with the children the one day.
Normal.
Oh, still a nice experience.
Yeah.
And when I landed in Johannesburg, I went to the Wimpy.
Oh my goodness!
Because I love a Wimpy burger. And when I
so what did you have a Wimpy burger?
A Wimpy burger.
Okay.
And when I left New Zealand, South Africa, Johannesburg Airport, I went to the Wimpy again.
What did you have?
A Wimpy burger.
Again. Okay. Is that out of your system now?
Yes. The thing is, you eat so much in South Africa.
That's a problem.
Picked up so much weight.
Yeah. I can't say I can see that.
Yeah, I can see it. Even Zahn was like, Mama, bietjie gewiggies opgetel.
I'll probably have a black eye by tomorrow, guys. So that's where that comes from.
So because you're there and you just want to taste everything that you were used to.
Benita's saying I'm feeling left out with the food. Yep, I do feel left out, but I'm also glad because I picked up something like 10 kgs on our previous visit.
Yeah, it's going to be hard work for me to get rid of all that again, but it was nice. It was nice to spoil the children and have experiences with the grandkids that as they grow older, you get a little bit more of them. So, yes, it was really nice. I had a good time.
No. Anything else you want to tell us?
No. Just that it's really nice to be back. And I've realized again, it is so nice to visit South Africa, but I will never be able to live there again. It's just, I won't be able to. No.
And what you don't know about, we have launched a competition.
Yes.
It will go live within the next 2 to 3 weeks. We've done all the groundwork currently. We've done all the photo shoots. We've done everything else already. And our first prize. Okay? You ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a visit to an island. We're giving 2 people a romantic breakaway to an island.
What island?
That's still to be discussed. It'll be a local island.
So what's the competition about?
It's all our new clients that come up.
It's for JV Financial.
JV Financial, all the new clients that came up. And all these people, because a lot of people go and give us, they tell other people to come and phone us and so forth. These people, we want you guys to register that person so you can also be part of the competition. We just feel it's the right way to give something back to the community.
Are we going with them?
Twisting my arm. Why not? Why not? Challenge accepted. The island is the Great Barrier Islands.
Oh, okay.
Going to the Great Barrier Islands then, so it'll be then a romantic breakaway for 4 people. 2 of which we will go with them.
I thought you were going to say Fiji.
We were thinking of Fiji, but some people have got passport constraints and those type of things. So we don't want to have this competition and somebody wins and say, my passport is expired, I can't go, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
We want somebody to say, yes, I'm getting on the plane now. I'm just leaving the kids with the neighbors. Their neighbor take the kids and get on the plane and we go to the Great Barrier Island. And it looks like myself and Mariska is going with you guys. So, all right, it's all inclusive on us. Oh, there's a second prize as well.
Oh, yes?
I think it's a 65 centimeter television or inch television.
Okay.
Got a big one. And then we got some Thai touch vouchers as well.
Okay.
For massages.
Oh, that's nice.
We're going big. We're going big with this one.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Within the next 2 to 3 weeks, we will announce everything. So, All right, guys and girls, thanks again. Same time next week, same time, same place.
Yes.
So yeah.
Enjoy the Easter weekend.
Oh yeah, it's Easter. Enjoy your
Stay
Easter weekend.
safe and
those of you who go camping, enjoy that. We stuck this year with friends and family coming over.
We're not stuck with them.
We stuck with them, yeah. They could have said, "Let's go and camp."
I can't wait. Yes.
Yeah. Sadly enough, we're stuck here. The weather doesn't look that good, so we won't be fishing this weekend. But it's one of those things. It's always good to have good company if you've got bad weather. So
yes,
enjoy that. It's either weather or wine. See you all. Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.